Yeah. Josh is not here, with here spelt wrong. Very Josh-like. So
I
yeah.
thought that was what you did on the. It's like when you spell more wrong,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Thought that was funny.
It is funny. No Josh today. So you just got me painting up Blue Scribes. Say what? There we go. Oh, I gotta put my hand behind them to get it to focus. Why are you not focusing at all?
Yeah, you just had it.
Did I just have it? Did it finally decide to focus? Yeah. So giving them a base coat of contrast. They should be ready to go for Chase's dumb event this weekend. Well, hey, Chase, maybe if you didn't delete all the lists, I already had mine uploaded. And then you deleted them all.
Did he delete them?
Yeah, Chase deleted all of the lists.
Suspect.
Yeah. All the lists got nuked, Chase. Why would you do that?
He's saying no. He's saying he didn't do that.
Well, somebody did. Are you saying it wasn't you? Yeah, I just need to go back and upload mine. Oh, I see. Yeah, well, I'd done mine after that, so I'll have to do mine then, Chase.
Oh, was there an update or something?
Yeah, don't know. Oh, god damn it. God
What's happening?
fucking damn it. Oh, nothing bad. I just ended up slipping, and then it went up on the horn. I didn't want it to. And
Well, there's your rain you wanted.
Oh, yeah, there's the rain. And I don't really want rain, but...
He was complaining earlier that it had stopped raining. He was it's like...
Well, because I came in way early. I've been here since like 8 o'clock. Before 8, actually, today. Because I wanted to make sure, because it's the first big rainstorm of the year. And then it only rained for a little while. Just being a little punk bitch about it. Turkey Wars. Who was that?
I'm watching the rain.
Who was
That
that?
is what is
just
up.
pulled up. Didn't somebody just pull up? Oh, never mind. It's Tuesday. It's gonna be D&D. Yeah. So sent some pics to slideshow. Added yellow, and Devin recommended I use Roman Krieg as my command squad. Yeah, that looked good. I must say, I probably agree with him.
It stands Uber driver.
Oh, it stands Uber driver. I see. I see. All right. The red ones? Yeah. You sent the pics in already? We will judge you accordingly, Chase. not to worry. I think my group Blue Scribe buddies will be just right. I can't decide if I like using the contrast on them or not. It's hard to tell until they're dry.
Say hello to Thicknar.
Dicknar. Using the battle cannon for the twin linked. Yeah, I don't know how much I like the Dorn, though. It gets too many points. Sometimes it just bounce. Some things just bounce because it's a stat check, but it gets too many points for what it does. Oh, now it's raining, boys.
Yeah, you can hear that too.
Can you hear it
I can
on
hear
the...
it in my...
Nice.
Yeah. So that sound is the rain.
Yeah. Okay, gotta get that tail. Bunk, bunk, tail. So, what is everybody up to today? Because I got to get this done because the changeling had to come out of my list because they upped his points, which was rude. So, had to get rid of my special boy, who's pretty damn good, but these guys are pretty good too, and they're a modal wound bomb. They're just not as cute as telling your opponent that his main shooting weapon that he brought within 12 inches of everything to have his big turn doesn't get a shoot and everything's ruined. Which was always fun and cute. 16% chance of just going nope. Yeah, Pickles, I find it to be overrated as well. I mean, I know the pain. Being a trophy husband is one of the hardest jobs in the world. It really is. Okay, those are just fine. That's all jewelry that will get painted over silver and gold. I like gold. Yeah, game's in a pretty good state right now. I really hope that, Space Marine Codex doesn't ruin it. Where, like Chase said, he does fine until he runs into an anti-tank army, which is kind of cool. Which is kind of how it should be. Yeah, I'm just gonna paint all of these guys all blue and then go back in and touch up all like the claws and stuff. I think it's a bad idea to try to then double contrast. Cabby, what's up, Colby's? Oh, Lee, I didn't get a chance to show you the the new mouse pads. Colby, will you send me a link to the Kebby mouse pads and we'll show them off during the slideshow? Tell people where they can get them.
He has his own mouse pad?
Sorry, not mouse pads, objective markers.
Oh.
Yep.
Are they like a team thing? Or?
No. They're just objective markers that are just pictures of Colby.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like the mat style.
Yeah, like the battle mat objective markers.
Does it have the center marked or any of that?
I'm not sure.
God.
But yeah, they're literally just pictures of Colby. It's pretty exciting, really.
Well, we need to pick. Unless is it a compromising photo?
Oh no, they're actively for sale. People can just go and buy their own set of Colby objective markers.
We need a set of those.
I know we do. I need to get on there and get a set. Oh, Chase, you haven't seen these yet. You will be excited, Chase. We should probably get a set made of Chase. And then that way, Colby's opponent, whoever Colby ever plays, can just put him right out there. I missed a spot. Just tail. So let's see what's been going on in Warhammer. There were some. What did I see the other day? Something about their stock price wasn't in good shape, and and Warhammer Plus lost a shit ton of money. Here's my shocked face. So I've been playing New World a bunch. It's actually a decent game now. It has a story and characters. They really made it a lot better. So, and there's fresh start servers, which is cool. So, I put my 60 on Leo and did a fresh start on Isabella. Oh yeah, guy got caught on stream for a fantasy game with 5s and 6s on all the sides of the dice. Which, yeah, don't know what he was thinking there, but I mean, you made it all the way to the finals without getting caught. And then people on stream were like, hey, what's that you're doing there, bud? So that wasn't very good. Which, you know, we were talking, that isn't, I don't think that's what you'd have to worry about with loaded dice. I think more likely is somebody who rolls, like, let's say my Chaos Knights. If I had 2 dice in my 12 dice that I roll that are spiked for 5s and 6s, just 2 or 3, you probably wouldn't notice, and it would impact the game tremendously. I don't know. I think it's why I like to see that LVO, when you get to the final rounds at LVO, they make you use casino dice. So you're not allowed to use your own dice, which is probably for the best, because just that would, I don't know, it's a lot. It's a whole lot. So we've got on the docket for this week, I think me and Josh are going to play tomorrow. I want to try that Death Guard list I've been playing. I want to see him shoot into me with his guard. See how he does. Because I'm a little concerned that those Plague Marines don't handle getting shot at. So we're going to try that out. Then we all have to go to Chase's tournament in Olympia for Turkey Wars. Chase, I did get the plaques for the trophies ordered, so hopefully, you know, since you don't have a best overall because you're a scrub, I pretty much have to win the tournament, which not cool. To get one. Oh, cool. That guy will sell us viewers. Lowest prices, guaranteed. You can't always has best price. So, yeah, dude, there's a lot, because I've been, like I said, I've been streaming New World. I'm kind of of the opinion now that if I'm sitting there playing video games, I should probably just turn the stream on. And so I've been streaming New World, and on average, once a day, I get a, hey, do you want to buy views? Hey, do you want to, maybe it's because we're scrubbly, but yeah. I don't know if there's any point in buying views specifically on Twitch. You know, YouTube maybe, just to get on and hit, you know, to get the monetization on YouTube, but Twitch has monetization right out the get-go, so I don't know how important that would be on Twitch. Lee, you want to ban and report that person on Twitch? You can always has best price. Yeah, I watched a thing on paying for boosting videos, and how much it costs to essentially get followers out of it, because you're paying for ads. So he did views, he did buying views, he did buying real views, which is essentially not a spam bot account. Holy shit, I forgot to put a leg on this guy. Wonder if anybody will notice.
Put a what?
I forgot to put a leg on that dude.
A leg?
A leg. I left a whole leg off him. actually wondering if anybody will notice. It's too late now.
Does it give you some kind of advantage?
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, no
And
one will
they're
notice
just
then.
they have too many arms and shit anyway. So it looks like the one hanging back is an arm, but we'll see who all notices. Yeah, I wonder how I forgot to do that. Oh, so anyway, the guy did tests about what's the most bang for your buck: buying views, buying ads, buying targeted ads. And he found out that he gained the most followers, the most views, and everything by paying for non-targeted ads, which was weird. I wouldn't have thought that. And bang for his buck, it was definitely most targeted ads, or untargeted ads, just generally.
Well, because they could show up anywhere, right?
They show up anywhere.
Are you talking about Twitch?
YouTube. I don't know what the point of paying for Twitch views would be. I guess if you wanted to hit Twitch partner, but you still have to maintain that. So, not quite sure. Because you're open to all the monetization from Twitch pretty much right from the get-go. Except for, I think, ad revenue. And it's like, okay, why would you, if you have so few viewers that you have to buy views, why would it matter? So, but YouTube, probably, he said, I think the second best or third best thing was actually the just paying for the views, because it ends up hitting the algorithm. All right. I am sure I didn't get all of those. There's no way in hell. Okay, but I will start on the disk portion. Think I'm going to go gold on the disc, actually. Not a color I use a lot. But these guys are going to have a lot of silver and gold on them, so. Oh, yeah. At least type it in chat, but make sure you send your pics for the slideshow. We got a lot of stuff for the slideshow today. A lot of people actually got pics in, like, right at the very end. I need a gold base. Would you look at that? Retributor armor. Right there. Some Retributor armor. Hey, Carrion Lich, what's up? So no Josh today. You're stuck with just me.
What's Josh doing?
Don't know. Don't know what Josh is doing. I know Josh's significant other took off out of town today, so Josh is probably dealing with that. Yeah, I think I'll go gold on this and then silver on the spikes coming off. Usually not a big gold guy, so we'll see. We will see. Oh yeah, he's fine. He couldn't make it today. So
I assume you're talking about eBay.
eBay. Want a decent sized auction times to? Oh yeah, yeah. You got an eBay lot of what figs are in there?
Well, it says AOS.
Ooh, what army? I used to buy a lot of the AOS stuff. Or not AOS stuff, but eBay lots. You can get some really cool shit in there for cheap. You can also get some bad shit too every once in a while. But it is probably worth it.
Battle Tome. Bone Reapers, Vanguard.
Oh, nice. Oh, so basically
Vortex, Endless
a
Spells.
Bone Reaper's list.
Okay.
All in box? Nice. Yeah, sometimes when people decide they're getting out of the hobby, they just dump it.
Well, if they're in box, that means they didn't even open them, right?
Right. What happened in the last 8 minutes? Everybody said how terrible Chase was and how Jason's a far superior TO.
Far superior.
Far superior.
That was the consensus. We had to delete all those messages, unfortunately, but
Everybody was like, why do you even bother going to Chase's
what do you
events?
mean? The only thing he needs to figure out is train for one table.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
He has a... Because he added some extra people.
He's just short one table.
Right. So I think I'm going to take... I'm betting he ends up having some drops day of,
Well, yeah.
which always
How it
happens.
happens, yeah.
But I'm going to take... I'm going to take our practice terrain, table of that. The cardboard cutouts. Just for his bottom table.
Oh, they don't have. There isn't enough. I thought that other stuff, the foam stuff.
There is, but we
100.
we have enough total for 60.
Wow.
And then like between everybody.
Oh.
And then I think Pina's got his hands on a table
So
now.
you're taking the 12, or
I'm
he's already
taking-
got.
He's got 6, so I got to take 6 with me. And then
Yeah, don't be leaving that shit in your car if it's sunny out or anything. Chase.
I would hope
Or at
so.
all.
Or at
really.
all. Yeah.
Like, take that shit inside.
Yeah.
Because it will fuck up in the heat.
Yes, it will. 12 from me, 18 from Portland, 1 set from Paradox, 1 set from Pina. Chase has got a table, and I'll bring the mats.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
I guess the car, I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, take all 3 sets.
Yeah, I'll just take them in that way.
It's imagination terrain.
Imagination. A little bit of water. Just a little bit of water.
I'm just saying. It's always hotter in the car.
Chase would never leave our terrain in the car, Lee.
I forget which ones he has, too. He's the Necron.
Yeah, he's got the
That
Necron.
one probably melt. I don't know. It already melted partly, that one.
Chase melted it already?
No, those got melted on the first time. They got melted.
Oh. Yeah.
By Marte.
By Marte.
Yeah, the Necrons only got slightly because
They're thicker.
they didn't have. Well, they also don't have like. They're not as big and bulky and leaning on each other and.
Oh, yeah, that's true. The ones with the overhang leans that were skinny.
No, we know. I'm just saying.
Yeah. You haven't yet, Chase.
Do a little something different with the bases for the trophies. They're different, two different woods. Some of the old wood and then some other hardwood laminated in between it.
They look super cool.
Have you seen the debate people are having when you half damage on a D6 plus 2 weapon?
Yeah.
What's the issue?
People are trying to somehow say that you do the D6 and half that and then do plus 2.
I mean, isn't it the same?
No. Because, like, let's say I rolled a 6, it'd be a 3. But they're trying to say, so if we rolled a 6 plus 2,
Oh,
it'd be a
because 6
4.
plus 2 is 8.
Yeah. And so it'd be
Yeah, no,
4.
you wouldn't. No, you half the damage. The plus is part of the damage.
That's what I would think. They're saying the plus 2 isn't part of the weapon characteristic.
But that's not what it says. It doesn't say half the weapon characteristic.
Actually, it does. It says half the characteristic.
Oh, then you have to half it before the plus.
Except
If it says that, then that's what I mean.
Except they're trying to say that that's not the weapon characteristic, except it is. Like, there is no place where
Well, where's the plus 2 coming from?
the characteristic for damage.
Oh, that's written in the damage.
Yeah, it's written on the damage.
Oh, right.
Right.
Then
So,
you half the whole total.
yeah, I don't know. They're trying to.
Okay, so what you're telling me is there's a okay, so one of my weapons, the damage it does is a D6 plus 2.
Right. And they're trying to say because
it's based on the weapon now. It's not based. The pluses don't come from anywhere else.
Well, they can come from other places, but they're trying to say it's PEMDAS, and you do multiplication before you do, you do the multiplication.
Well, if there was anything additional, like if you were using a strat that upped the damage, then you would have to have it before that.
Except it would probably say increase
Right?
the damage characteristic of this weapon by 1.
Oh, yeah, it would.
Yeah. So
Just half the total. What's the issue? It's better for you if you're the person using the weapon.
right, but they're trying to.
It's somebody that lost a game.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
basically what it is.
Of
Yeah,
course.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds stupid as
People
fuck.
are trying to use GW's order of operations in the commentary, which nope,
because if it is the damage characteristic,
right.
anything that increases it, that means that for that moment in time, that's the characteristic is different.
So
right? So
there is an argument there, Chase, that melt weapons come after. Because that is not the actual damage characteristic. So
whatever. That all that pedantic shit is so stupid anyway with this game. I get so sick of hearing those discussions. So
yeah,
I'm the wrong guy to ask about this.
But
it's so annoying and like tedious.
It is. However, the Melta one actually there's an argument there. Because the damage characteristic
Why would it be different for one weapon?
Because Melta is if you're within range, because the damage is D6, the weapon is Melta 4. So the damage characteristic is D6.
Okay. So
An additional
half the
bonus.
D6.
Right. And then there's an additional bonus if you're within X range for Melta. So
I don't understand why, if you were within that range, you wouldn't half everything.
Because that's not the damage characteristic of the weapon.
Oh, you're saying, so someone with a they're trying to get the extra damage out of a melter weapon without halving it? Is that what you're...
Right.
Okay.
So, like, if my knight weapon shoots you...
well, this is the problem then, right? Like...
It is. I don't care.
It was poorly done then by Games Workshop. Once again, the damage characteristic within range should be in bet more or less, right?
Yeah,
if you're in or out of range.
I just always half it.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So whatever, just half the total, right?
What are you talking about, Chase? The damage is adjusted before you even shoot the weapon.
Because whether you're in range or not, you know if you're in range or not.
Correct.
Before you even roll the dice to shoot the weapon, right?
Except it's not the damage characteristic. It says...
But it's adjusted, yeah.
Right. But it doesn't adjust the damage characteristic, is what people are arguing.
Okay, so the wording on Melta doesn't say it adjusts the damage characteristic. It says it does additional damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's once you've declared your target, right? Because the target's within range or it's not. Short range or not, right?
Yeah. It's bad wording on Games Workshop's part, again.
Whatever.
I know we're all shocked by this.
Probably not, yeah. And it's only was game breaking for whoever started arguing this because they lost a game against Melta weapons or whatever.
Or they bullied their opponent into taking less damage, and their opponent was like, oh. Yeah. But it's not just Melta weapons, because like las cannons are D6 plus 1. There's a lot of stuff.
Is that the damage characteristic?
That's the damage characteristic is D6 plus 1. Mm-hmm. Melta is just D6 Melta 4. So like in the case of my knight.
What does Melta 4 do?
If you're within half range, you just add 4 extra damage.
To what? What do you add it to?
To your damage roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that one.
So the damage.
So that wouldn't get halved.
I don't.
Just as written.
As written, yes. That one wouldn't be halved. Here, I can actually.
So melters can be devastating. I don't have a way to bring this. You
don't have it set up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can still bring it up. They don't need to see it. I'll vouch for him that he's not lying.
Okay, so let me show you here.
I mean, I can bring it up. I just have to flip the.
Okay.
Let me see.
Let's see what it does.
Let me see if this is.
Downloads, English. So I believe it's in the rules commentary here. Adding models to the unit, affected by a stratagem. An attack with an X characteristic of Y. Some rules only apply against attack with a specific damage characteristic. Multiple characters, automatically successful, automatically wounds, base-to-base contact. Let's check this other side. I don't remember exactly where it is. Automatically successful, base to base, best, benefit of cover, below starting strength, battle shock tests, charging.
So it's on screen now.
Okay. Contested, disembarking large models, duplicated core abilities, embarked units, eligible target. Probably be under R for reducing damage, I think, is where it lives. Repositioned units, re-rolls, returning models. Replacement units. Result remaining stationary. I am not seeing it, Chase. Do you remember exactly where it's at?
Where is it, Chase? Well, it seems to me the order, wouldn't the order be you start with the basics, right? Like you have the weapon, it does X amount of damage, and then you would add. When you add things, they come after, correct?
Yeah.
Like you can't add a bonus to nothing and then say, oh, it's this, right?
Yeah.
So you would go, okay, I'm shooting this weapon, it does this much damage, and I'm in short range, so it does this much extra. Or whatever. I don't know. Like, it seems pretty straightforward to me. But.
Okay. Yeah, because I think
You can do that Control F and.
that's what I'm doing. I don't think there is an order of operations actual thing. I think people are making that up.
Oh, you mean like what happens on a turn kind of thing? Like.
Yeah, let me find the core rules are there. 150. Whoop, too much. 150. Where is? Oh, Control F. Control F. Order. Okay. Dice order, sequencing order, 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 order. Okay, I don't think there is an order of operations, Chase.
Is there a breakdown of the?
They said it's divided by. Let's try calculating. Calcu.
If you just search for damage, or.
No. Okay, so let's try calculating. Modifying dice rolls. Okay. Modifiers applied after any re-rolls of that dice roll. Dice can't be modified above 6. A dice roll can never be modified. Some dice rolls are modified. Okay, so that's not it. Okay, no calculator then. Divide. Let's try divide. Divide? Okay, fighting with individual. No. One of two. Table quarter, divide. No. Divided. No. Well, they can say it all they want, Chase. Elves. Okay. You must use a value have to determine if it can be rerolled, not the original value. Okay.
So is this basically if someone has something that halves damage?
Yeah.
So the defender in that situation, the person getting attacked, would have like a strat or...
Okay, here we go. All modifiers are cumulative. If a rule instructs you to change or replace one characteristic with a specified value, change the relevant characteristic to a new value before applying any modifiers that apply from other rules. You must then apply division modifiers before applying multiplication modifiers, before applying addition, and then subtraction modifiers. However, so now that's what they're arguing. Is that
So
right
division
there?
comes first.
Except it is this. So I believe which army has the half damage characteristic? I need one of the examples. Perfect example is not Mozrog, Tyranid, or not Tyranids, Necrons. Necrons have a thing in here. So, I think it is a... No, it's not a CP. It is an enhancement. All right. Okay, that's the 4-up Feel No Pain, so it is under the Transcendent Catan.
It seems like because the qualifier for the Melta thing is your range from the target.
Right.
That's independent of
So
the other damage characteristic, right? It's a completely separate thing.
well, the key is the wording on this stuff here. Overlord. God,
that
they have
was quick.
so many fucking characters. Pyromancer, Chronomancer, Plasmamancer, Necron Warrior. Jesus Christ. I absolutely hate the way they have put these together.
So you're saying that if you're within range and you're using a weapon that has the Melta character, thing, that damage is a foregone conclusion? Like as long as you hit?
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Each time an attack is allocated to this model, have the damage characteristic of that attack.
Yeah.
So,
Now it doesn't say of the weapon. It doesn't say of the weapon.
well, each attack has to come from a weapon.
I know, but
if you look at
why didn't they say? I suppose all right.
So here it is. So replace one value. Well, you're not replacing a value. You must apply division modifiers before applying multiplication modifiers.
Divisions first is what it seems
Divisions
to say.
first. So
what they're saying, if you're having the damage, so the Necrons that have that damage of your attack, you just attacked them. That's the first thing you do. Is you go, okay, I have a D6, so I roll the D6, have it to 3, then I add the 2 and the Melta and whatever, right?
Chase, I think they're right. I mean, this is the modifier. There is no other place that has damage modifier.
I mean, whether it's good or not is immaterial. I'm saying that the argument's very strong that if their order of operations is that you divide before you...
If that model had a melee
addition?
weapon with an unmodified attack characteristic of 3, then after the modifiers are applied, this would become 7. So, Ancient is using, while an enemy uses with engaged range, have the objective control. So this is exactly what it is. Have the enemy objective control characteristic of the model in the enemy unit. The Ancient has a Astartes banner, which states, while this model is leading unit, add 1 to the objective control characteristic in that unit. Division modifiers are applied before addition modifiers, meaning a final modified OC of each intercessor model is 2 divided by 2, because it's halved, equals 1 plus 1 equals 2. Absolutely under no circumstances you take, if it's D6 plus, you take D6, have that number, rounding up, plus. That right there, that intercessor example right here, example 2A, is exactly what we're talking about.
So I guess that would be the thing is you're saying it's a roundup. So like if you roll a 5?
Yeah, it's a 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's always rounded up.
And it's always round up. Okay.
Yep.
Which is kind of interesting because every odd number is negated on that dice then.
Yep.
It's like rolling a D3 but getting only the highest results.
So yes, Chase. No. Chase, they are 100% right. This example right here, 2A,
Yeah.
1,000% concretely in Games Workshop's order of operations, without question, says you take the D6, have it, then add it. Yep.
Or multiply after if you have something.
Yeah.
Right. Like.
Yep. Well, and they use that too right here in the.
And so that means then what does that mean for Melta?
It just means they take the extra 4.
Okay.
They just take it.
Yeah, because that's not a.
Yep.
That's just 4 damage because you got in range.
Yep. Because if you go.
And that's a trade-off for getting in short range, right?
Because if you go.
Because now you're in danger. You're in more danger if you're in
shooting.
short range.
We'll say Melta. Whoop, not Melta. Melta. Weapons with Melta X in their profiles are known as Melta weapons. Each time an attack is made with such a weapon, targets a unit that's within half the damage. Meltas will suffer the penalty.
Oh.
Meltas will suffer
What
the
does it
penalty,
say?
Chase.
Did they cover that?
The damage characteristic is increased by the amount denoted by X. So that just means the damage characteristic just goes up 4. It's not plus 4. It's just 4.
Oh, Melta increases the. Oh, so
Right.
so that gets added first.
Correct. Yeah.
Does that break the rule that they established with other stuff?
No, because it says that attack's damage characteristic is increased by the amount denoted. Hold on, right here. Oh, and then they fucking. Oh no. Okay, now
Is this where the?
Now I've got a problem.
Because that would break their. Because they say addition is after.
Right. So increased doesn't say plus.
Isn't addition.
Isn't addition until the example that they give that says a model targets a unit that's within half range with a weapon of a damage characteristic of D6 and the Melta 2 ability. If that attack inflicts damage on the target, it inflicts D6 plus 2. So, Jesus Christ. Oh, Games Workshop.
So that's bad copy editing then.
It's
also
terrible
part of this,
technical
right?
writing.
Because the technical writing here is they went overboard trying to they're very clear in one sense and then they ruin it with another paragraph.
Right.
So this is why the argument exists. So now it's up in the air. You could completely TO to TO, you could call that differently probably. And you could pull out each of these things and
Yeah. Chase,
yeah.
I would go with the ruling that all addition, including Melta weapons, comes after, because right here, Jesus.
I love how it's their incompetence essentially.
It
And
really
or whatever
is.
that
It really
creates these
is.
issues, because it wouldn't be hard to have read your earlier paragraph
Well, the problem is
or cross-reference these things so they all match up, right?
their main problem is they try to write technically, but they're not technical writers.
Yeah.
Like a technical writer is
that's fucking hilarious.
yeah. I mean,
That is fucking hilarious, man. Jesus Christ. So fuck it. I mean, I guess that's
yeah.
you can
Yeah,
easily make
that's-
that argument then.
Well, you can easily make both arguments
You can
on
make
Melta.
both, and and whichever one benefits you at the time is the one you're probably
Yeah.
like a lot of people are probably going to support,
Right, which needs to not be ever a thing.
which kind of sucks, right?
Yep.
Because like it should
So
be
because if we look here,
because that means rules as written doesn't mean anything at all, or rules like
I know it's
just
terrible.
weird. Like,
So if we go here to like, I think Lehman Russ's are D6 plus 2 on their damage profile. I don't think standard are. Yeah, so here's a Lehman Russ battle cannon. So Lehman Russ battle cannon D6. Oh, no, that's attacks. Sorry. I'm looking over at the damage. Las Cannon, D6 plus 1. So this, most definitely for sure, without question, would be take your D6 dice, have it plus 1. For sure, 100%. According to their order of operations right here.
Well, because you couldn't, you can't lower that plus 1.
Right, you cannot
Correct?
lower that plus 1's plus 1.
Yeah.
Well, even if you could. This order of operations, even if it was plus 2, it's still plus 2. This specific example,
Exactly.
this specific example, number 1 right here, literally is boom. Yep. So
That's the one that seems to make it clear, right?
that makes it clear. So anything that's the plus, this is the damage characteristic plus 1, 100% without question.
Yeah.
You
That's
have
that
the
part of
D6
it.
and you
Yeah.
get the plus 1.
Now, if you're then the Melta part,
The problem is then the Melta. Does he have any Melta here? Melta, yeah, Melta 2 here. So if you read this part, weapons with a Melta X in their profile are known as Melt weapons. Each time an attack is made with such a weapon, within half that weapon's range, that attack characteristic is increased by the amount denoted X. It doesn't say plus X.
right? So then you would put the Melta 2, you'd roll your D6, and you're within range for it to be the Melta 2.
Correct.
So you'd roll a 5. That means it's a 7 is the
down to-
damage characteristic.
down to 4.
Plus 1.
Yeah. No, you'd add it all together and then divide. Except in the
Wouldn't the
example.
plus 1 be the thing you'd add after?
No, not if you're
If
Melta
it was
2.
D6 plus 1 Melta 2?
No.
Oh, it can't
No.
be.
No. You
You
would
can't have both those
you
things
can't.
happening?
Nope.
Okay.
So what the problem is in their example.
Because it does say damage characteristic, but then it says plus 2.
Right. In their example, they then say it inflicts D6.
Are they just colloquially using the term plus? Is it spelled out right? It's spelled out.
No,
in
it's the symbol.
Oh, it's the symbol.
It's the fucking
In the
symbol here.
paragraph?
Yep, right here. It's the fucking symbol.
Oh, because I thought if they had written it, if it was the written word, then you could be like, oh, they're just saying you add 2 to the damage characteristic. Oh, that's weird.
Right. No, Chase, it doesn't, because if you go here, under modifiers, all modifiers are cumulative, which means you have a string of additions, subtractions. It does not matter the order they come in. All modifiers are cumulative. If a rule instructs you to change or replace one characteristic, change the relevant characteristic to the new value before applying any modifiers from other rules, if any apply to the new value. You must then apply division modifiers before applying multiplication modifiers, before applying addition, and then subtraction modifiers.
So it's multiply.
Yep.
Or no, it's divide,
division, then multiplication,
then multiply, then add,
addition,
then subtract?
subtraction. Yep. So, and they even write here.
Okay, so like if you're having the damage, that's division. If you're minus 1 from the damage, that happens at the very end.
Yep. And
Yeah,
so
okay.
this example
Okay.
right here, an ancient is leading a unit of intercessors, objective control 2. So let's just say you've taken a wound from a damage 2 weapon. Okay? I know you hate all of this, Chase, but the ancient is leading a unit of interceptors, objective control 2. This unit is engagement range of a unit of rippers whose Chitinous Horror ability states, while an enemy unit is within engagement range of this unit, have the objective control characteristics of the models in that enemy unit. That is the same exact thing as having all damage, or as having the damage characteristic. Okay. The Ancient has an Astartes banner, which states, while this model is leading a unit, add 1 to the objective control characteristic of models in that unit, which is a +1.
That's addition.
Yep. So, division modifiers are applied before
Right.
addition
So you went through
modifiers,
this, so it
meaning the
halves
final
means one.
modified OC of each intercessor in
Yeah.
that model is 2.
Plus 1 can counteract that.
They even go over the thing. 2 divided by 2 is 1, then add the 1.
Right.
So
You're back to 2.
Back to 2. Yes. Now my only issue is with Melta. Because reading weapons with the Melta have their profiles as weapon, each time an attack is made with such a weapon targets a unit within half that weapon's range, that attack's damage characteristic is increased by the amount denoted by X. They don't say plus. They say increased. However, then as soon as they do the
But
example,
then the example
actually
literally
physically
has the
has the
sign.
plus symbol. So
which is how they denote modifiers to damage
right.
within like a weapon characteristic.
Right.
So it's very much then able to be taken as an
Yes.
extension of the weapon characteristic. or
Yes,
whatever,
Chase, the
yeah.
example on Melta contradicts what the rule says.
Yes. So then do you go with the rule?
I think
Because to me it
I
seems
think
like
you can't go with the rule here.
because the example was put out. So you're gonna make somebody
Right. I think you
Sad.
can't. Well, no. I think you can't go with the rule here because they don't say how it's increased. They just say it's increased by the amount denoted as X.
well, X is just whatever the Melta
Correct.
amount is.
Right,
And they're
right.
saying it because Melta amounts are different, right?
Because
So it's
Melta
2
amounts-
and 4 and
Right. And then on the example, they use
well, they're giving you
The
an
D6
example
plus 2.
so that you have the actual number. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause X is an abstraction.
right.
So they're just clarifying X has potentially could be plus 2. It could also be something else, depending
Right.
on what it says under Melta.
Unfortunately, I think they colloquially used.
I wish they'd have written the word
See,
plus.
because here's what
If
bothers
they'd have
me.
just written it as a word instead of that might have even like been better, right? Like,
Right. Where's rapid fire act? Where's rapid fire?
I mean, some of this could be editing for, typesetting the
See, look at
book
this.
too, though.
So, sustained hits X. Each critical hit scores X additional hits. Additional. Additional is different than increases.
Well, if something could divide those hits, you would do that, and then you would add those hits.
Yeah, where's rapid fire?
Sustained hits would add hits, right? Like,
Where? Yeah, where is
so
rapid
that's
fire?
addition. So that happens. But nothing. Is there anything in the game that could? There's nothing that can limit the amount of hits that you can make, right? There's only things that can limit the amount of, like sometimes, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Right.
you can limit damage, but I can't throw a strat down that says you can't
You can only hit 5
hit
times.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weapons with rapid fire X in their profile are known as rapid fire weapons. Each time such a weapon targets a unit within half that weapon's range, the attack's characteristic of that weapon is increased. Holy shit. Oh. The consistency is shit.
I mean, Well, the lack of consistency is
Yeah.
is totally on point, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Chase, I think
Fun times.
I would rule it anything Melta, anything that has a plus in the damage and Melta bypasses the half damage. That is how I would rule it for consistency. Yeah, that's a tough one. Make sure you say it before the tournament. Make sure during the pregame that's one of the things you talk about.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Do a little CYOA.
Yeah, to keep it all equal, I would probably do that, and to keep the fights down, because then people are going to go, well, how come his last cannon doesn't? Just, yeah. You're starting to get into the weeds.
Yeah.
All right. Back to these little fuckers. Oh, I've got so much of this shit dripping down. Oh, no.
That's fun. What a fun little diversion.
What a fun little Games Workshop shit show.
God, that's so crazy. To write it and not cross-reference. Any rule, like they could Control F on their own document when they're writing it.
Oh, we're pretty sure.
So why can't they, they could put in addition, subtraction, division, and then go, oh, I said this here. Maybe I should swap this wording around so it matches the other thing.
Me and Paul are pretty sure.
How weird.
We're pretty sure someone went through the Games Workshop offices and removed all the control keys because they can't copy and paste right. So we're pretty sure
they don't. So is that some English computers just don't have control keys?
That's
or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, maybe this is what they meant by simplified, not simple, when they were talking about 10th edition. Yeah. Colby, what's your take on it?
Colby.
Because
what would you argue if you were trying to make your case to a TO or TOing?
Oh, Colby doesn't even bother trying that.
He doesn't care.
No.
Yeah, I could see him doing whatever the other person thought was the way to do it or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
The best part is when Colby gets completely incredulous by somebody else's interpretations of the rules.
Yeah.
That is always good, clean holiday fun. Nope, I was pulling it away from my body again.
Add all the damage, then divide it like a normal person. Yeah, I mean that seems like the cleanest way.
It is
because there's no nuance. You can't argue differences with different weapons or whatever. The damage ends up being a total number, right?
Yeah, Chase, but your problem there is you are going 100% against the rules at that point.
Because they went out of their way to say that division happens first.
Yep.
And this is only, there isn't things that quarter damage, right? There isn't anything that 1/3 damage.
I don't think so.
It's only the half damage thing, right? You don't ever need to divide by 6.
Yeah, who the fuck knows?
It's just half or not. So to me, it's interesting because depending on what the weapon is, it could be advantageous or not either way, right? Some weapons, it's better to divide your D6 roll first and then add everything.
Yeah.
And then some weapons it wouldn't be. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then you can't go below certain numbers.
So,
right?
Colby, actually, I don't think raw Melta is after. Until they decide to put...
Was he not?
Did you not see this, Colby?
We just brought up the thing.
So...
Are we going back to this?
We're going back to this real quick, Colby. It does not say...
Pay attention.
Add. It says increases the damage. Until the example where it then puts it clearly as a D6 plus 2. Yes, I think X is included. It says it increases a damage characteristic. It doesn't say additional. Like it should be. Because if you look under, which one was the one I saw? Down here, sustained hits. Scores a number of additional hits. So, right. Except, then, they decide to throw out the example on Melta, a model targets a unit, and they literally put D6, it inflicts D6 plus 2 damage. So, which do you go by? I think for simplicity, and to keep everybody playing the same, right. I think Melta should get halved. The shorthand's bad, right, and it's only under the example, But like I said, I think Chase should just go with Melta because it says D6 plus 2 for Melta. I think Chase should include Melta in the addition as well. That is just my opinion. Just for simplicity's sake.
You're saying they should have to divide. Melta should go on first?
No.
That's what you're saying?
No.
Or it should just be whatever Melta is unaffected, is what you're saying?
That's the way I think you should rule it. Core rule is always trumped example rule. No. Core rule always trumped by example rule. Other way around. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, Games Workshop,
Even though this is clearly
So I don't know.
bad editing.
This is bad editing, but I don't know which way the bad editing was supposed to go. It was specificity always overrides
General.
the general. So if you had a rule that in
So
your
the general rule for a weapon is that it does a D6 plus 1, is what you're saying.
No.
And then the
a general
specificity
rule would be only assault weapons can advance and fire.
Okay.
Specificity would be on the sister's data sheet. It says can advance and shoot weapons without any penalty, as if they stood still. So
Right.
yeah,
Right, of course. Because there's exceptions. That's what makes armies different.
yeah,
Right? That's what makes factions different, is they have special things they can do. So, yes, you couldn't.
right.
Yeah.
Carrion,
understand that.
the problem comes into if something halves damage. If there's a rule that halves damage, and the order of operations. That's where the problems are occurring.
Well, I think because of the manipulation. I mean, it's people nitpicking trying to get this to be a controversy. I think it's probably clear that the Melta just gets added if you meet the requirement that you're within the short range, right? Which is what is required for that damage, right?
Yes.
So you would add it after the division, which is also the order of operations that they outlined.
Right, except it doesn't.
It's division, then multiplication, addition, and then subtraction, right?
Except it doesn't say it's addition. No, it's not.
I think it's
Carrion.
an exploit. I think
Damage
it's-
is not calculated, then halved. It goes. Where was it? Right here. It is. All modifiers are cumulative. So you must apply division modifiers, which is the half, then multiplication, then addition, then subtraction.
I mean, it's also very, yeah.
Right, which is Colby, which is why I think the easiest, cleanest, best way for Chase to handle this, so that way there is no confusion, is just to say, Melta is anything that adds damage, it's just the D6 or the D3 that gets halved, or the 4 flat or whatever.
The damage.
The damage itself,
without any other...
any other modifiers is what... Carrion, it makes no sense. It is terrible. And there's inconsistency between weapons in their wording. So...
Which is where the problem comes in, and which makes it exploitable by whoever got shredded by Melta weapons.
Right. Whoever wants to
and then
either...
started this argument online.
Right.
And then it took up steam. Like, I mean, it's very clearly one of those things or whatever. So, yeah.
So, isn't 3 divided by 2. Now if you roll a 1, yep, it's 3 damage. That is correct, Chase. Yep.
Well, no, you're not talking about the damage characteristic plus, right?
What's that?
So you're saying if a weapon has D6 plus 1,
Yep.
you only are having the D6.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's what it says right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's supposedly the order of operations they established.
Yep.
Yeah. They undermine it by their bad wording.
Colby, I am not aura abusing. There is nothing in there. Once an aura, it is not. You can't take more than -1 strength or toughness. That aura that goes off, you are not being affected by damage that you already took and is off. It's done. There is no more effect there. I don't know what planet you guys are on.
I think the most important thing with this discussion, with because the thing coming up is that Bird said, say it, whatever your ruling is, make it clear before anyone even walks to a table.
Yep.
And then that's it. That's all it is, and it's for that tournament. If people disagree, whatever.
People disagree, tell them to go fuck themselves.
When the tournament, yeah, then it's like.
Yeah. All right. Is that all the gold? It's getting there. What are you talking about? I'm ignoring Games Workshop's order of operations with that one. No, Chase. There is no order of operations. It says you cannot be affected by an aura. You're not getting affected by the weapon skill from every single aura. However, as soon as you take damage, you're no longer affected by that damage.
Did you? I'm going to go back to your painting.
Yeah, go back to the painting. Finishing up, getting some gold. I like gold on the base. I like gold.
Yeah, what is the... So they're blue, the base is gold, but you got highlighting and...
Oh, yeah, there's going to be a bunch of silver. Yeah, got a bunch of bone to do. Got some feathers to do. I don't know how much of it I'll have done before chases, but...
Yeah, universal keywords, yeah. And that's still not the case with... Is that the case in AOS?
Yeah, I think AOS got universal keywords.
Is that when they first did it?
Yeah, so AOS actually hired some technical writers. Like true-to-God technical writers for AOS. They said they were going to get moved over to 40K. Clearly that didn't happen before 10th, so... That's not skill, Chase. That's just laziness. All right. I'm going to do this handed gold as well. Because I think having some fleshy colored shit would be weird. Army painters make metallic contrasts? Huh. I would have to see that in action before I was like, that's good. I mean, it'd probably be great for slap chopping shit, but... Got to get these little fingies on the golden hand holding the book. Got to get these gold fingies. So JT is going to be there, Chase? So if JT's going to be there, I'm not going to spend too much time painting this guy. If JT wasn't going to be there, I would spend the next 3 days finishing up my Knights army and slapping together a display board to win Best Painted. But not if JT's not going to be there. Not if JT's going to be there. Because the display board will get me no matter what. Yeah, and I don't care about taking second in painting, which, Chase, by the way, is why you should have fucking best overall and not best sport as a fucking trophy. Makes me sick. The thing that everybody should be striving to get, Chase just shits on. Right, Lee? It's disgusting that Chase doesn't do a best overall.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about all that. If I had to pick between the two,
Right.
because sport fucks up overall, right? Which is why you don't do sport.
Right.
I'd
I mean,
probably-
no, I still do a best sport. It's just not a big trophy.
But but you took it out of the voting for,
I did, yeah.
or what did you, no, wait, hang on. What was the issue? People were voting for,
No, if somebody drops or something or doesn't vote, you're automatically out of best overall. Like if one of your opponents drops.
so wouldn't not having best overall solve that?
No, best overall, in my opinion, best overall is what everybody should be striving for at every tournament. It means you're.
I mean, do other tournaments do it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like at LVO, is there a best overall?
Yes, yeah, yep.
So is Chase like the only one that doesn't do it?
So yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I guess, I mean,
Yeah, even Chase agrees.
if consensus.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would love to be able to put sport into the best overall.
Because overall means
Right.
overall, right?
Correct. The problem is
How does it screw it up if people drop?
because if your
Because
opponent's
they can't vote.
right, and so then you get your total number of tallies for votes for best overall, and if
Well, they wouldn't be voting for any of it.
correct, but if you played them day one and they dropped, that's votes that you can't get for best overall.
Right, but no one can get them.
Not true. If
I mean, if they drop,
right,
they're not voting on the last day. They're not
Correct.
filling out that piece of paper.
correct.
Right?
So let's say I played Colby, and Colby drops after day one. Let's say you played Chase. Chase stays the whole time. Colby doesn't turn in his sheet. Therefore, I cannot get points from the game in best sport that I played with Colby.
Wouldn't it be solved if everyone had to fill the sheets in?
But everyone won't. That's a
you know
pipe.
what I mean? Like-
It's a pipe dream.
Like, wouldn't you have, like, base it on day one, I guess, or something? Like,
No.
I mean, is someone really going to be, like, the best opponent and then be a dick on Sunday? Or,
Right,
like,
but then I
mean,
have to figure out how to get rid of everybody else's scores if somebody drops after 2 games. Like,
because they're not voting for paint job or anything.
right.
They're not voting for, because how many, what's on the sheet? It's your favorite opponent and
favorite army.
and your favorite
So,
army,
paint
right?
job. Yeah.
So you're not getting either of those votes from anyone.
Correct. Which is why.
So why is there still a best painted if there's
because
not a best
overall
sport?
Our best overall isn't taking best painted.
Oh,
in.
best painted is
Yeah.
your
Well, favorite army.
is the TO.
That's the rubric. That's what's
Best
getting
painted is the rubric, not
Best pa-
someone's
no, no.
favorite army.
used. Favorite army and best painted. That's the voting. So the voting gets the best painted trophy. No,
I thought painting judging was when you went around and followed the rubric.
that's what gets used for best overall, because that is the least.
That's not used for best painted?
No, because that is so best overall.
It's not used for best painted?
Correct. Usually I change it. I've been trying to change it to favorite army, but now I've been doing best painted. So, yeah. The problem is, even the best painted, the voting on it is a popularity contest.
Why wouldn't you
We've
follow
seen
the
it too many
rubric
times
for
in
that?
tournaments.
Why wouldn't you follow the rubric for that award?
Because I'm already following it for the best overall.
But it would apply to both.
Right, but
Right?
then there's no point in having the room vote on their favorite army. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, then you've taken all the voting out, and it doesn't matter who leaves.
Right, but people like to do that, which is why I just don't want it to affect the best overall
Yeah,
at all. So
I don't know. I think if you take the wild card of people having to vote out, then
it
you're
is,
done.
but people
Yeah.
like to have that feedback on.
So you'd have to come up with a different. So what you'd have to have is like,
Which is why I started changing it to favorite army. I just fucked up and named it best painted a couple times.
oh, it's supposed to be favorite
It's supposed to
army?
be favorite army. Which means, like, let's say
So it's not a technical award,
it's not a technical award, no. And it can be for any reason.
and
It can
that's
be
one of the
for-
ones that gets a trophy.
Yeah, no. Yes, yeah, because we do
See,
four.
those should be if non-technical awards should just be ribbons then.
See, no, it's fine. I'm okay with like,
Because it's kind of weird, right?
Well, a lot of
like
times-
if you're best overall, you get a trophy, but also the guy that people they just like their army, even if it's not the best painted army,
Right.
gets a big weapon too or whatever. Like it's just
which
I don't
I'm
know.
okay with because we take best sport out of the big trophies.
Sure, best sport is the lamest one, I guess. For
It's not lame. I think it's super important, the best sport.
I mean, it's a good one for a ribbon
It's a good one for a
because
ribbon.
it's like an honorable mention type thing.
And it's, yeah. And I wish it could be set up so that way it was still part of best overall, because I think it's a super important thing, is to not only win and spend time on your hobby, but also make the games enjoyable for everybody. Like that should be your goal. Every tournament is to do as good as you can, paint the prettiest army
I
you
mean,
can.
so I'm
and
trying
be
to
the
figure
best
this out.
opponent you can.
What's the difference if in a 60-man tournament, 10 people drop out, or 50 people sign up from the beginning and none drop out? It's the same net amount of votes at the end of the day, at the end of the weekend, right?
No.
So why does
It's not.
Isn't
Because
it?
if you played somebody and they left
Mm-hmm.
and didn't fill out a thing, that means you can only get 4 votes worth of points, 4 games worth of points. I've s-
3?
No,
or-
because you only played them once. So everybody ranks their top 3 opponents, right? So you don't have a chance at getting those points.
I see what you mean, but there's people they don't play anyway. You
Right,
only
you
play
can't-
5 other people.
You can't vote for somebody.
So
who
you,
didn't play.
that's what I'm saying though. So it doesn't really seem like it matters as much because everyone can't vote for everyone. You're not voting out of the pool of everyone. You're only voting out.
You're
of the
only
people
voting out of who you
played.
played. So if I have a opponent that drops, you have
But
5
I'm saying
chances
for a
to get scores.
non-competitive award, right? Best sport. It's not really a competitive award. It's like the guy that everyone had fun with or whatever.
Right, but which is why I needed to take it out of the. Which is why I had to take it out of the best painted voting. Or which is why I had to take it out of best
well, no,
overall.
I get that. I understand that.
Yeah, it cost JT best overall at a tournament twice, actually. And I knew it did.
They figured it out.
What's that? I figured it out afterwards.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the thing and I'm like, why doesn't JT have more scores?
Well,
And then me and JT realized afterwards that his opponent dropped.
oh, because one of the people he played,
Dropped, yeah.
you were looking at that. And they
Actually,
couldn't
it
vote.
was 2 of the people he played ended up dropping.
I mean, maybe there should be incentive to not drop, too. Like if you drop, you don't get any credit for playing any of the games at all.
Yeah,
Like
but
if
if
you
you-
fuck your tournament, if you fuck other people by dropping,
Yeah, but if it's not
right? Because you
like-
fuck up the ladder, all that
it's-
stuff, right?
But it's
So-
not like you're scoring any points anywhere. on a tournament you dropped anyway.
Oh, you're not?
No, because you're so low. Like Vegas, I guess you could end up getting some points just because the tournament's so fucking big. But
Well, I mean, if you win, let's say it's not. Sometimes people have to leave for emergencies.
right,
You could be 3-0 day one, and your wife calls and it's like, you have to come home right now.
yeah, but you only get credit for 3 wins no matter what.
I'm
so,
just saying though,
yeah.
it's not like it's just people that have no chance of winning.
And and the other thing is, I personally don't care if people drop my tournaments.
Yeah.
I never have. I want people to have fun, and I also realize that tournaments are a big time commitment for people. Like, going to a tournament is not it's not cheap. It's not. Yeah, you're killing.
Yeah, I think it's weird to drop
killing your
just
whole
from
weekend.
that standpoint, though. In a way, like I couldn't justify going and
Yeah.
not getting all the money's worth out of it, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, it's weird to me. Let's go some human flesh in the inside
I suppose
of
that
the
if you
mouth.
think you have no chance of winning, would be the main incentive, right? Just to head out, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never.
Because you still get a cumulative points score, right? That's what the ITC score is and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but that's over the course of the whole season. And to be honest,
But if you're someone that drops if you're not winning, you're doing that all the time. You're not just doing it once in a while, right?
right,
Yeah.
it's your MO.
So it is kind of strange
Yeah,
to shortchange yourself. You paid. You're like throwing points on the ground, essentially that
and it's kind of
that
like
you paid for.
And my
You
other
paid
thing
for the
is-
privilege of having these reported to ITC because it's an official tournament.
Yeah.
And you're just leaving points on the ground.
well,
essentially.
and my whole thing is, why are you going to the tournament? Is your only goal to fucking win? Like, if that's your only goal, you're playing the wrong thing.
Well, and also if your goal is to win, you're not anomalously like not winning a turn. I mean, I suppose every once in a while someone could have bad dice luck or something like that or whatever. But if your MO is like, if you're 1-2 or whatever, like you have a cutoff, right? Like I have to be at least 2-1 day one or whatever, or I drop, or you've become accustomed to a certain expectation, then you're not winning these tournaments ever anyway, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're always leaving day one, I don't know. I've rarely seen people that are like the long haul people. I don't know. I guess I know some people that leave, but
I guess we do know some people that leave
Yeah.
bail on tournaments,
I guess
don't
we
we,
do. I guess
Colby?
we've seen that a couple times, so I don't know what I'm saying.
Don't we, Colby?
I suppose it's, but like if you're, if you've booked a hotel, things like that. I mean, aren't you on the hook for the second day already anyway? Like you're not like saving money, and you're not saving gas money or anything. You're still driving the same trip home, or I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, I guess it's not all about money, but.
Also, my thing is, if your main reason you're going to a tournament is to win,
Just to win.
you really need to reconsider the game you're playing and why you're playing it.
It is kind of weird.
Because let's face it, if all you're worried about is competition and winning, there are much better ways to get
Yeah,
involved.
just scratch that itch. Yeah.
Right. Go play fucking esports. Go play League. Go play,
Yeah.
stuff that. Yeah.
Where it is about you.
Right.
Just winning, no sense of community, whatever,
Right.
all that stuff. It seems like what I've seen most people are like, they do like the socialization or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
Yeah. I mean, if you don't like the
you
socialization
want
and
to
shit
chill,
like
you
that,
want to see people you haven't seen in a while.
literally go play
People
esports.
seem happy
man.
to see each other, that kind of thing. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. As somebody who plays both video games and Warhammer, if I was just in this for winning,
and also
I
toward
would-
the end of ninth and stuff. Like, I mean, burnout. That's another thing, right? Like,
yeah,
there would be people who'd start if it's not going really well, you're just kind of sick of playing 9th edition anyway, so like
Yes.
you'd leave. But and there might just be general game burnout too.
There is. And
Like
sometimes
there's something about hobbies and things where there's a habit that's been formed, and like you're on autopilot. Like,
Yeah,
you're just expected to play Warhammer.
that
and-
happens to D&D a lot
yeah,
too.
yeah. And so you just do it. You kind of go through the motions, and
Yeah.
maybe maybe it's better to full on just take a break.
All right, Chase, I'm done painting these guys. They're 3-colored.
Oh, 3-colored. What are you going to do on
Actually,
the
they
base?
got 4 colors on them. Technically, the base is
You're not in the. No one can see it.
Technically, the base is a different color.
No one can see it. It's a different color than what?
What? It's a different color than black, so the base has been painted.
Oh yeah, there's little black stripes on there, the rubber band stripes.
Yep, I agree, Lee. I agree.
What do you agree?
Done. Just
Yeah.
taking this to Chase.
For the tournament, it's tournament ready.
Tournament ready.
You can table that shit.
Yep. Table.
Are you gonna start putting together a slid show?
Oh shit! What time is it?
Well, I mean, time is irrelevant.
I got a bunch of shit to do on this. So.
Oh, you do? Oh, I thought you said you were done.
No, I was joking.
Oh.
I was just fucking with Chase.
Oh. You got to rim your base.
I got to base it first, man.
Yeah. What are you gonna put on there?
I'm gonna do the same flames.
Just
that
the
are
flames?
Just flames that are on
Okay.
that.
Okay. That's easy enough, huh?
Yeah, it's easy. I don't want to do anything that is going to be difficult
Shade.
to undo. He tried to say Chase.
Oh, Chase. Almost had to kill Chase. Yeah, I remember that. The last 9th edition tournament that he played.
Last 9th edition tournament, dude, Chase was fucking being retarded. And when Colby couldn't walk away from the table because he was playing him. I had to walk away from the table because I was judging him. Had to TO ruling because Chase, I don't know where Chase came up with that you get all the dice and you get to pick whichever one you like. It was insane. It's one of the most insane conversations.
You mean the last, you mean the,
Yeah,
you're talking about heresy.
Yeah.
Oh, that whole thing.
It was one of the dumbest conversations I've ever been a part of.
I forgot about that. I just kind of came in while that was going on. I was standing near the table and I was like, this is, I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Don't want to hear this at all.
This is terrible.
It was weird. The fuck?
It wasn't just weird, it was mentally ill. And the best part is I still to this day don't know if Chase was trolling Colby
Yeah, that's the thing.
or he really meant it.
Yes. There's a strong potential for the trolling. You never quite know.
But there's
Which
also
is the intent, I guess.
There's also a strong possibility that Chase is just dumb. Like that possibility also exists.
Anything's possible, they say.
Anything is possible. So actually, you know what? I will do the bone on their little claws here.
You do a little
Lee.
bone?
Oh yeah, I gotta keep it on the screen.
You gonna do a little bone?
We'll do a little bone, the thuggish ruggish bone.
And then you'll be done?
Then I'll be done.
Or tabled?
Yeah.
Well, you got a base.
Yeah,
I guess you can't get away without basing.
No, I'll do that tomorrow. I still have a lot of paint to do on this.
Yeah.
I might as well make this look good. Do need to spend a bunch of time on my nights.
Yeah, I mean, you added it to your list.
But actually, I don't really need to do that much on my. I've got a lot of time. I don't think I play in another tournament before the LVO warm-up tournament. and then LVO.
Is there just none that, I mean, usually, that's not usually the case, though,
It's
right?
not usually the case. I would get to go to Atomic City Warzone. Actually, this would be a pretty busy time tournament-wise for me.
What's the issue?
Alicia leaving.
Oh.
I miss out on Atomic City Warzone. I miss out on Harvester this year, which is a bitter pill to swallow.
I mean, when does she come back?
Almost
November?
the end of November.
Really?
Yeah. Or no, sorry. Middle to... She's gone for...
Mid-November?
Mid-November.
You said 3 weeks, right?
Yep, and she's leaving...
Yeah, so
last weekend
mid-November?
of October.
There's nothing between mid-November and January or whatever?
No. Nobody in the Northwest schedules because you've got Thanksgiving, and then the only appropriate time to have a tournament during that time is the first weekend in December. And that is Slaneshmas. So, yeah. All right, that's enough for now. So here's how far we got today. Plenty of time.
Yeah, you're good.
I'll get
that's
'em.
Good progress.
Some good progress. Besides,
You
I
got
need
the
to
monitor, right?
I need to let that bottom.
You can
dry
see
fully.
that wasn't in the middle, right?
What?
You've got that monitor there.
Yeah,
You want to show the folks what you did.
I'll show the folks. Pretty basic.
I'm saying you can see that you're not centered. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, cool.
So
Gonna look
let's
for a
pull up.
slideshow.
Yeah, I gotta set it up first though. All right, we got pictures from Colby.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So we need to go down to. Okay. Let us go here. What's that?
Shade. Yes.
All right. I need to make you go to pictures. I need to make a new.
I've heard Shade's a real bastard.
Shade is a bastard. 10.10.23.
23?
It's 2023.
23 pictures?
No.
No.
I label them date-wise.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Got his. All right. Then we got some Chase models. Oh, Chase painted up his shit to actually match his army now. Which is pretty great.
Well, we all lived it, Chase, so we don't need to go into detail. We
My
can all have our
memories are
own lived
never
experience
wrong.
of that moment.
So hopefully we'll have Josh back next week. Everything flows much better with more than one person.
Well, he should. Yeah, I know. We're gonna have an updated version of the visuals too, where you can see both of what they were working on at the same time.
Yeah. Lee went to a whole bunch of
And then,
freaking.
so
Yeah, Lee went to a whole bunch of effort, and then Josh couldn't
It's
make it
okay.
today.
I mean, his wife left town and he had to meet one of his old friends. So, you never know when those things are going to happen. So,
Oh, please go in there last. Yes, it went in as unnamed. That'll be the last picture. Okay. So, we are ready for the slideshow. Okay, so this is... I think this is Carrion Lich. I think this is his.
who is this?
Carrion Lich.
Me.
Yeah. This is his Horus Heresy box that he got. He said I think
Oh.
he said he's almost done painting it, but yeah.
Those are
Yep.
Very cool models.
Oh, yeah, the Heresy models are awesome.
Damn.
Like, the detail is so good. Oh, not Carrion Lich. Who was it? Crap. I know who it was, and I'm blanking.
Oh, was somebody last time that sent it late?
Yeah, and they were in earlier, too. They were in the chat earlier, too. And I'm blanking. Here's Chase. He painted his walkers to match the rest of his army. Keep going all the way up to the top. He was here early.
We want to give credit where it's due.
I do.
Jesus.
Keep going.
Oh, Pickle?
No, it wasn't Pickles. Oh, he was on the stream earlier today, like on the New
on
World
your
stream
gaming
this
one?
morning. God damn it! I'm drawing a blank. I was talking to him about the.
Is it one of somebody that comes in here before?
It's Ragnar.
Oh, Ragnar.
Yeah. He changed. I think he changed his name though. But yeah.
Is this him too?
What,
No,
Karen?
this is
No, this is Chase.
Chase.
Chase painted his walkers to match.
Ooh,
Yep.
that's pretty.
Yeah.
Why? What's with the blue?
I don't know. I like it though.
I do like it. Were these?
These were red.
They were
stuff.
red.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I like it, Chase. They look
Looks
good.
good.
Yeah, it's a good looking army,
He
Chase.
always has good stuff.
There you go. Yeah,
Oh,
because
neat.
they all had that red.
Interesting.
Yeah. I definitely like the highlights of color.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have been a little cleaner on it, but
Yeah, it's a little. What is up with that? Is that just like a?
you've seen toddlers.
not a highlight,
You've seen
right?
toddlers paint, right, dude?
That can't be finished. I mean, usually it's not.
There's some more of his bike riders. There's the sergeant that he painted,
Ooh.
who had the Heresy box set. He painted that, and he said his. Actually, jump off this for a second. I will tell you which one he did. Okay, because I got to go back to the email. It is. The email came in because everybody's got different stuff on
that's
their
right.
email. The email came in from High Inquisitor Sabate, but that's he painted the lieutenant. His brother painted the for his Dark Angels. His brother painted the back one. Nope, forward. So he painted the lieutenant. His brother painted the obliterator that's popping up here in a minute.
So we know when to go back.
There's Chase's Lord Commander.
Do you want me to go back to the slideshow?
No, it'll pop up here. Oh, yeah, go back to slideshow. There's Chase's Lord Commander, Leonidas.
Oh, looky there.
Yeah, here's his lieutenant. He painted the lieutenant, and then his brother painted the oblit. So, gotta look at oblits. They're not quite there. Here it is.
Oh God, no shit.
Yeah. See, here it is, everyone.
Oh, there. It is a team thing.
Yeah,
He has a team name on there.
yeah. But there it is, everyone. Hold on.
Jesus Christ.
It's cutting off the top. I gotta. Whoop, there we go. Now we can move it around.
There you
Look
go.
at that handsome lad there.
That's my favorite picture.
The one with him in the hat.
That's the one he sent for the slideshow.
I know.
Yeah.
That we cut out. There's that one.
Holy shit. Oh, hey. That's okay.
What? The
No,
alien?
that's just that's when after the alien was back here.
Yeah, that one was from Heresy.
Where do these Okay.
So yeah.
Well, these aren't the actual. This is like the files, right?
Yeah,
that are gonna be on
no,
the
I think
mats?
these are actual cuts.
Those don't look like those look like files, right?
Maybe. Yeah, they might be files.
Yeah. It looks like a setup for.
Yeah.
I love. Jesus.
Look at this one.
Awesome.
Look at this one down here. That one's
That one's a good
amazing.
one. Just chilling.
That's the Econo Lodge.
Just chilling.
That's the smoking tub at the Econo Lodge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's his command squad? He's not enjoying the objective markers. Chase. Shade.
You can't even tell that's Cabby.
Well, oh, is it though?
Yeah, it is.
Is that him?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right, Chase, let's find your command squad. Chase, it's not in here. Yeah, it's not in here, Chase. Oh, there was one picture that didn't turn out. So.
Oh, really?
Yep, there was one picture that did not turn out.
Is that it?
That is it. So, everybody, we will... I'm playing Josh tomorrow. Death Guard versus Guard. I need to see if that list, how it holds up against shooting. I don't think it holds up well. And I think Josh knows good enough to use a tape measure. So, we'll see. My concern, I don't think he can beat Tau. That's my concern. Even with the neg 2 to hit, I think that kind of shooting just eliminates the shit out of it. But we will discover the truth of it. We will discover the truth of it tomorrow to see if Josh just rolls over me with sheer raw number of shots. So, all right, guys. We'll
Adios.
see all you guys later. Bye.